Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. That's why we just did a 1 year deal. Steelers didn't need to, put any extra years on that or anything. So, this was really about.
Aaron Rodgers has just sent shockwaves through the NFL with a stunning announcement that will reshape football's future and spark ripple effects across teams and fans alike. The Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback delivered the most significant announcement of his legendary career during his appearance on the Pat McAfee Show, confirming what many suspected but few dared to believe. I'm pretty sure this is it. That's why we just did a 1 year deal. The Steelers didn't need to put any extra years on that or anything. This was really about finishing with a lot of love, fun, and peace for the career I've had. This definitive statement creates immediate implications for championship contention, draft strategies, and organizational planning across the entire NFL landscape. Rodgers' 20-year NFL journey represents one of the most accomplished and controversial careers in professional football history, encompassing 4 league MVP awards, a Super Bowl championship, and countless memorable performances that established him as one of the greatest quarterbacks ever to play the game. His systematic dominance with the Green Bay Packers created a legacy of excellence that influenced offensive strategies, quarterback development, and competitive standards throughout the league for nearly 2 decades. The Pittsburgh Steelers signing represents the perfect conclusion to Rodgers' legendary career, providing him with the organizational stability and championship infrastructure necessary to pursue one final Super Bowl victory. I've played 20 freaking years. It's been a long run and I've enjoyed it. What better place to finish than in one of the cornerstone franchises in the NFL, with Mike Tomlin and a great group of leadership and great guys, and a city that expects you to win. This strategic partnership combines Rodgers' championship experience with Pittsburgh's winning culture and defensive excellence. Mike Tomlin's coaching excellence creates the ideal environment for Rodgers' farewell season, as the Steelers head coach has never had a losing season since taking charge of the team in 2007. This remarkable consistency demonstrates the organizational stability and competitive standards that attracted Rodgers to Pittsburgh as the perfect destination for his final championship pursuit in a city renowned for its football tradition and championship expectations. The 1-year contract structure reveals Rodgers' complete commitment to making 2025 his definitive farewell season rather than leaving any uncertainty about his plans. This decisive approach eliminates distractions and allows both Rodgers and the Steelers organization to focus entirely on championship preparation without speculation about contract extensions or long-term planning that could compromise their singular focus on Super Bowl success. Rodgers' explosive privacy revelations demonstrate his complete transformation from public figure to intensely private individual who demands respect for personal boundaries that have been systematically violated throughout his career. It's a sick society, isn't it? I lived in the public eye for 20 years. I had a public relationship. How did that work out? This scathing indictment of media culture and fan entitlement exposes the psychological toll of constant scrutiny on professional athletes. The marriage revelation provides crucial context for Rodgers' privacy demands and explains his increasingly protective stance regarding personal information. Now, I'm with somebody who's private, who doesn't want to be in the public eye, didn't sign up to be a celebrity, and because I do things in private, because I want my personal life to be private, now I'm weird. This explanation reveals how his relationship with Brittani has influenced his approach to media relations and public exposure. Rodgers' devastating criticism of media entitlement and fan expectations demonstrates his complete rejection of the traditional athlete-media relationship that has defined professional sports coverage for decades. My private life is my private life, and it's going to stay that way. But the entitlement to information about my private life is so f***ing ridiculous and embarrassing. This explosive statement creates new boundaries for athlete privacy expectations and media coverage standards. The complete retirement from public life announcement represents perhaps the most shocking element of Rodgers' revelations, as he commits to total withdrawal from public visibility following his playing career. When this is all done, I'm out. You won't see me. This unprecedented commitment to privacy elimination creates questions about future broadcasting opportunities, endorsement deals, and public appearances that typically define post-retirement athlete careers. Rodgers' relationship history provides context for his current privacy demands, as his previous high-profile relationships with Olivia Munn, Danica Patrick, and Shailene Woodley subjected him to constant media scrutiny and speculation that clearly contributed to his current protective stance regarding personal information and relationship details. The New York Jets experience serves as crucial background for understanding Rodgers' decision to conclude his career with Pittsburgh rather than continuing with an organization that failed to provide the championship infrastructure necessary for success. After a torn Achilles ended his 2023 debut after just 4 snaps, he returned in 2024 to start all 17 games. Though he threw for 3,897 yards and 28 touchdowns, the Jets finished just 5-12, demonstrating how organizational dysfunction can waste elite quarterback talent. Rodgers' performance metrics during his Jets tenure reveal both his continued capability and the limitations created by organizational shortcomings. His 90.5 passer rating was his lowest for any season in which he started at least 7 games, while the team's 3-7 record in one-score games demonstrates how close games management and organizational execution determine championship potential regardless of individual quarterback performance. The Pittsburgh Steelers' competitive positioning creates optimal conditions for Rodgers' championship pursuit as the team went 10-7 last season, finishing second in the AFC North before losing to Baltimore in the wildcard round. This foundation of competitive excellence provides Rodgers with the defensive support and organizational stability necessary to maximize his final season championship potential. Week 1, scheduling creates immediate drama as Pittsburgh are scheduled to play the Jets in their 2025 opener, providing Rodgers with immediate opportunity for vindication against the organization that wasted his penultimate season. This matchup generates unprecedented storylines and emotional investment that will dominate early season coverage and create additional motivation for Rodgers' championship pursuit. The Green Bay Packers reunion scheduled for Week 8 provides another emotionally charged matchup that will test Rodgers' relationship with his former organization and create additional narrative complexity throughout the season. This game represents a homecoming opportunity that could define how Rodgers' legacy is remembered in Green Bay and influence his emotional preparation for retirement. Championship expectations for Rodgers' final season create enormous pressure and opportunity for both individual legacy enhancement and organizational success. The combination of his championship experience, Pittsburgh's defensive excellence, and Mike Tomlin's coaching expertise creates realistic Super Bowl contention that could provide the perfect conclusion to one of the most accomplished quarterback careers in NFL history. The legacy implications of Rodgers' final season will determine how his entire career is remembered and whether he can join the exclusive group of legendary quarterbacks who concluded their careers with championship victories. John Elway's Super Bowl victories in his final seasons provide the template for how great quarterbacks can elevate their legacies through championship performance when retirement approaches. Media coverage transformation resulting from Rodgers' privacy demands will influence how professional athletes interact with media throughout their careers and create new standards for personal boundary respect that could reshape sports journalism and fan expectations for access to private information about public figures. The organizational impact on Pittsburgh extends beyond Rodgers' playing contributions to encompass the championship culture and winning expectations that his presence brings to younger players who will benefit from his leadership and playoff experience during crucial developmental stages of their careers. Rodgers' decision to fully step away from public life after retirement marks a radical break from the usual athlete path of media, coaching, or endorsements. His move sets a new standard for post-career privacy, reshaping how athletes, teams, and media approach retirement and legacy planning. The Jacksonville Jaguars have officially signed Travis Hunter to a 4-year, $46.65 million rookie contract that rewrites the rules of NFL compensation. The 2024 Heisman Trophy winner becomes the first non-quarterback not drafted first overall to receive his entire $30.57 million signing bonus up front. This deal represents more than just another rookie contract. it establishes a new precedent that could reshape how the NFL values versatile players. Hunter's contract breaks multiple NFL records simultaneously. The $30.57 million signing bonus stands as the largest ever awarded to a non-quarterback not selected with the first overall pick. According to his agents, Adi Von Gontard and Ray Hija of Young Money APAA Sports, Hunter is the first player in this category to negotiate payment of his entire signing bonus at the front end of his contract. The deal includes full guarantees across all 4 years, totaling $46.65 million with the standard fifth-year option for first-round selections. This structure marks a significant departure from typical rookie contracts, which typically stagger bonuses and guarantee packages over multiple seasons. The Jaguars' decision to deliver the entire signing bonus immediately demonstrates their complete financial commitment to Hunter's potential. Per the NFL's collective bargaining agreement, rookie contract values are predetermined based on draft slot positioning. As the number 2 pick in April's draft, Hunter's total compensation was fixed at $46,665,000. However, the payment structure remained negotiable, and Hunter's representatives successfully secured the most favorable terms possible. Jacksonville entered the April draft with 10 selections, including the 5th overall pick. The franchise executed a massive trade with the Cleveland Browns to secure Hunter's services. The Jaguars surrendered their 5th overall pick, 36th overall pick, a 2025 4th-round selection, number 126, and their entire 2026 first-round pick. In return, they received the number 2nd pick, a 4th-round selection, number 106, and a 6th-round pick, number 2Z00. The Browns utilized Jacksonville's 2nd-round pick to select Ohio State running back Quinshon Judkins. This trade represents one of the most significant draft day investments in recent memory, with the Jaguars sacrificing substantial future capital to acquire Hunter. The inclusion of their 2026 first-round pick demonstrates the franchise's belief that Hunter can immediately transform their competitive trajectory. Hunter's college statistics at Colorado justify Jacksonville's aggressive pursuit. He averaged more than 113 snaps per game while playing both offense and defense throughout the 2024 season. On offense, Hunter recorded 96 receptions for 1,258 yards and 15 touchdowns, adding 1 rushing touchdown. His defensive production included 4 interceptions, 11 pass breakups, and 36 tackles. The Colorado standout captured every major individual award available to college football players. Hunter won the 2024 Heisman Trophy, became the Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year, and earned recognition as the AP College Football Player of the Year. These accolades reflect his exceptional ability to excel at the highest level on both sides of the ball. The Jaguars plan to deploy Hunter at both cornerback and wide receiver positions. He worked primarily on offense during OTAs and the mandatory 3-day minicamp, reflecting Jacksonville's initial emphasis on his receiving capabilities. Hunter's dual position status creates an unprecedented situation in modern NFL roster construction. The team announced Hunter's signing twice on social media platforms, posting separate announcements for DB Travis Hunter and WR Travis Hunter. This creative marketing approach highlights the novelty of his dual-role designation while emphasizing the franchise's commitment to maximizing his versatility. Hunter participated in all off-season practice sessions despite his unsigned contract status. His involvement in OTAs and minicamp provided critical opportunities for acclimation to NFL systems and teammate integration. The contract resolution eliminates any holdout concerns ahead of training camp, which begins July 19th when rookies report. Hunter's dual position status creates significant complications for future contract negotiations. Starting in 2028, his contract value will pivot based on his primary playing position, as determined by snap count distribution. This structure complicates the Jaguars' decision-making regarding his 5th-year option and potential franchise tag applications. The NFL's current collective bargaining agreement does not accommodate dual-position compensation structures. Wide receivers and cornerbacks operate under different salary scales, creating potential conflicts when determining Hunter's market value. This limitation could generate frustration and complex negotiation challenges after the 2027 season conclusion. Contract negotiations will become pivotal for the Jaguars as Hunter's dual role becomes more pronounced. If he plays both positions effectively and consistently, the franchise will face substantial challenges in acknowledging his contributions financially within existing CBA frameworks. The current agreement does not account for adequate compensation for players participating in multiple positions. Hunter married his high school sweetheart, Leanna Lenny, on May 24th at the barn at Faith Farms in Tennessee. The lavish ceremony featured upscale elegance, including a marquee reception, white roses, a towering wedding cake, and fireworks. Hunter surprised his wife with a Mercedes-AMG G63 Brabus 800, following an initial proposal that featured a $100,000 engagement ring. On June 11th at the team's minicamp, Hunter proudly displayed an iced-out wedding ring during contract proceedings. Leanna's Instagram revealed that their wedding bands bore the engraving 224 with a heart symbol representing today, tomorrow, forever. The timing of his ring display during contract signing created a symbolic moment, blending personal celebration with professional achievement. Hunter expressed his satisfaction with the contract resolution in an interview with Brian Sexton. "It feels great. I'm very excited, ready to get to work," Hunter stated. He acknowledged that he hasn't been operating at full speed yet, focusing on authentic performance and work completion since his mid-May arrival. The rookie outlined his commitment to continued preparation despite upcoming personal time. Hunter plans to take a trip with friends during his break, but will maintain training camp preparation throughout. "You just gotta put work in. Don't let anybody stop the grind and don't get too sick of the process. I have been grinding my whole life," Hunter explained regarding success requirements at the professional level. Hunter maintained both wide receiver and cornerback responsibilities throughout his high school and college careers. He continues putting in work both defensively and offensively during training sessions. The Jaguars' investment in significant draft capital, including their 2026 first-round pick, makes Hunter aware of fan and management expectations. Trevor Lawrence, the #1 quarterback. First overall selection in the 2021 draft, faces increased pressure with Hunter's arrival. Lawrence made a Pro Bowl in his second season, but has largely failed to deliver on his pre-draft hype as a franchise-saving quarterback prospect. Jacksonville made the playoffs in 2022, but finished 9-8 and 4-13 in subsequent seasons without postseason berths. Lawrence didn't make the Pro Bowl in either season. Hunter's talents create additional pressure for Lawrence to deliver in his 5th NFL season. The Jaguars hope to capitalize on Lawrence's upside, with Hunter providing elite receiving capabilities. Jacksonville missed the playoffs in each of the past 2 seasons, making Hunter's immediate impact crucial for franchise competitiveness. Hunter's contract structure could reshape future negotiations for rookies in premium, versatile roles. Analysts suggest this precedent may influence how teams approach compensation for multi-position players. The Jaguars' willingness to award unprecedented upfront capital underscores Hunter's perceived value while backing their assessment with complete financial commitment. The contract represents a strategic pivot in how organizations view draft picks. The Jaguars consider Hunter not merely as a draft selection, but as a foundational piece on both offense and defense. This perspective could influence other franchises' approaches to versatile prospects in future drafts. With Hunter's contract resolution, only 2 2025 first-round draft picks remain unsigned. Cincinnati Bengals defensive end Shamar Stewart and Denver Broncos cornerback Jahdae Barron continue negotiations with their respective franchises. Hunter's deal may influence the structure and terms of these remaining contracts. The contract signing eliminates any holdout concerns ahead of training camp. Hunter's participation in all offseason activities, despite his unsigned status, demonstrated his professionalism and commitment to team preparation. His signature ends, a delay that extended through OTAs and mandatory minicamp. The Jaguars open their season against the Panthers in Week 1, where Hunter's NFL debut will face intense scrutiny. His performance will be measured across multiple metrics, including receptions, tackles, and overall impact on game outcomes. Hunter must demonstrate that he can justify the massive investment and live up to the substantial hype surrounding his professional transition.